So you join me with a Focus ST track pack, Mark 4.5, and my Mark 3 Ford Focus RS edition to kind of show you a little bit between the two. I've had a really great drive in this car, so I can compare it. Obviously I've driven this car plenty as well, but yeah, let's compare the differences, because this is basically as close as you can get to kind of like an RS. It's what it's trying to sort of like get to, trying to be. In my mind, and I've just found out some really interesting stuff about the track pack, which yeah, I'm going to talk about as well. But yeah, let's talk about this. So my car is in nitrous blue. This is essentially the last RS ever. They're not really going to make another RS now. This is it. And yeah, I love my car. 350 brake horsepower stock, which is pretty great. You get the 19-inch forged alloy wheels. You got slightly bigger discs and brakes with like the Brembo logo as well. Nitrous blue paint, looks great, and we'll check it out inside as well. And then on the track pack Focus ST, you get more gloss black parts shown there. You get the gloss black there. This is a very stealthed out car. The big thing, you also get the lightweight wheels, which you can see compared to like the RS edition right there. And actually the brakes are 363 millimeters, and they stop. I've never experienced brakes as good as these on a road car, because the standard Focus ST has mega brakes from Brembo. These are just got even bigger. They got so much. And the owner said the same thing to me. He's like, you've got to be careful with people going in the back of you, and you end up braking too early because they're so good. Oh, I'm so excited because there's so much. I've literally just been driving this car for about 40 minutes. Big thanks to the owner for that. So I've got a good feel of it now, and it's just so exciting. As part of the track pack, you get the Ford Performance, so specific tyres with the Pirelli, with the P0 Corsa tyres. So it's very much slick kind of side. Mine's sitting on Hankooks, but obviously you could put like Cup 2s or a little bit more track inspired sort of ness on it. This is in gloss black as well. That's gloss black. Really cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to do like a step back with both of these as the sun's out, because it's in black. You can't see all the gloss black bits of the facelift Mark 4.5. Please excuse any of the noise behind us, but it's nice. It's super nice. And yeah, the new design obviously with the Mark 4 compared to the older Mark 3 looks nice. You get the gloss black spoiler. You can see my RS there as well. Both cars have real exhausts, and I like that. So in the Focus ST, you get those, and they feel like really industrial. Gloss black diffuser. You've got another one there. You get the blacked out ST badge. The lights are slightly tinted, but I will say normal Mark 4.5 Focus STs have tinted lights anyway, but the front lights are tinted. The RS edition, obviously I've got twin exhausts as well. Very much trying to be, well, is that worthy of an RS? Well, mine's got like a foil wrap roof, whereas that actually has a gloss black roof, gloss black spoiler. You can't even option a sunroof on this. You can't even option a sunroof on this RS edition either. One of only 500 cars, I should add to this. But there's something really exciting I want to show you guys about this car. The big part is the adjustable suspension made by KW. So adjust rebounding, just so many settings. And I think from stock out the factory, it comes on like a halfway house. So driving around of it, it felt great. And I've got a full review on that, as yeah, you can check it out for sure after this one. You get this little thing. Well, I'll start by showing inside. It's normal Focus ST in here. Really nice Ford Performance seats, really body hugging. You get obviously it's very much up to date. This car has every option. You get a slightly shorter gear shift as well. That's what I've noticed in comparison. Ford again don't tell you this stuff, but I have had the pleasure of driving a normal Focus ST a lot, so I kind of know. Now you get this to adjust the suspension. Ford Performance coilover suspension kit, and what I found fascinating when opening it up was what it says here. It says Focus ST Edition. Now, this car is not an edition. This car is a track pack car. So why is it saying edition? Now, the edition basically the edition only comes in blue, and I'll show that a little bit on screen. But it is essentially the same kind of setup. So the same suspension and a few more gloss black parts. So think of this as like an edition plus the fact that you can actually, well, you can actually change the color. So you can actually choose the colors specifically. So you could go for green, you could go for black. This is in like a metallic-y black, which I'll try and show in screen. Hopefully it comes up. Can you see the fleck? It basically like sparkles, similar to like this. Probably see it a bit more on the RS than you can on this car. But it comes up really nice. Gloss black mirror. Yeah, it's a super nice car. So think of this as like an ST edition with, well, with a choice of colors. So these are going to be proper rare. This being a 23 plate car, there's hardly any around, but I'm interested that it actually says that in the little manual. That's how Ford have got around it. It drives so well. So essentially I've now driven an ST edition as well as like a track pack. I think a track pack sounds better. I think I like to be able to choose a color as well. As much as blue is great, if you want a little bit more of a stealth look, this kind of works better than that. So what can I tell you about these two cars in terms of, yeah, is it like worthy of an RS? Well, I've done 2,000 miles in my RS edition and I love it to bits, I've driven that car, the Mark 4.5 Focus ST, an awful amount. Like, I must be not that far off about 1,000 miles now, which is pretty crazy. Maybe 700-800 if I'm being generous. I've driven maybe about 40-50 miles in that, and obviously spoken to the owner who's driven 1,200 miles in that. So the track pack, I put it this way, I would be happy to have that car as like a weekend blast and use it every day. Whereas that, I'm happy to have it for as a weekend blast, but I don't think I could use it every day. So that's the real thing. That's where the RS sort of changes it. But I actually found myself having just as much fun in that, if not a little bit more, particularly with the front wheel drive sort of aspect. Is it worthy of an RS badge? It's not far off. I don't think you'd be disappointed in sort of having one. And I'm so fortunate to have, well, yeah, access to both these cars and to be being able to sort of try them out and to sort of share them. So I think it's great. What do you guys think in the comments? And let me know what you think about the track pack, because that's kind of like the new one. Obviously, if you subscribe to my channel, you know I picked this up. This is my dream car. The tyres, just everything feels so much serious about it. Inside, it's just so modern. The owner hasn't even yet taken off the protective sort of badge for that. Yeah, you get the free pedals of the manual gearbox. You obviously get that adjustable suspension, Ford performance there. Whereas my RS, you know, my RS is ultimately out of date now. Let's just be honest. Mine's a 2018 car, but it's out of date. Like, okay, mine is an RS edition, so you get carbon fibre and you get proper full bucket seats. But I didn't feel like I was falling out of the seat in the track pack. I felt pretty good. Yeah, it's obviously a different world in terms of technology. And the truth is, we're in 2023 now. You know, times are changing. And they're changing in a way that not everyone is kind of sure upon. But I feel very grateful to be in the position to have tried the car and to sort of really experience it and to share it with you. And please check out that video if you haven't seen it already. And I felt it was quite good to kind of do a comparison between the RS and this, and my personal thoughts with the mileage I've done. And I've shared my thoughts basically. I'd be really happy to kind of own that car, and that's the best thing that I can kind of recommend to people. I think as a fast Ford fan, I think that's the last. That might be the last RS, but I think that's the last great petrol powered hot hatch Ford ever going to make. And I think it's worthy of it. I think it's worthy of it. I think they've done a great job. I think engineers have really thought about it. And the fact that it's seemingly based on the ST edition exactly, it's probably why. Plenty of track miles, plenty of Nürburgring miles. Yeah, lost for words. Feeling very blessed as the sun comes out with two magical fast Fords. And yeah, if this is the way it's all going to go out, then I'm grateful to have experienced it and grateful to share it with you all. And yeah, subscribe. We'll see what's coming in the future. Enjoy them while we can, I think.